But you called me here.
It's Aang. Show me something. Oh no, not the Avatar state! Alright, The Legend of Korra Season 2. I'm still coming off the high a little bit of the end of Season 1. And even though you guys were in the comments doing a good job of making sure I was aware that Season 1 was meant to be a standalone season originally, I just for whatever reason couldn't see it like that until the very end because I knew there were 3 seasons to come afterwards. And even though each season might be its own thing, I understand there's a bit of a connection between Seasons 3 and 4. Especially towards the end of the Season 1 finale, I could just see a lot of things potentially flowing over to Season 2, which they ended up doing a fantastic job of closing up all the ends. So as a standalone 12-episode miniseries, it was absolutely fantastic. Now, people have said that Season 2 is the weakest of the 4. Not that it's necessarily bad, just that Seasons 1, 3, and 4 are that much better. But I'm not going to let that affect my viewing experience here. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this, hopefully as much as Season 1. And hopefully I'll be able to treat this season a little bit more as the 14 episodes that it is and not think too much about it as Korra as a whole, like going into the next 2 seasons as well. But through all of that, thank you all so much for all of your support throughout Season 1. It was a lot of fun. We've still got a ways to go, and I know it only gets better from here. I've mentioned on the channel already, but supposedly I've been meant to have been moving house for like the last 2 months now, and it's just been delay, but we're finally getting close. And once I do move and everything looks different, that's when things will hopefully really start to ramp up on the channel. So look forward to that.
6 months ago, Avatar Korra defeated.
So it's been 6 months, okay.
Announced to the Avatar, danger now threatens the Southern Water Tribe.
Okay, talk to me.
You never know what creatures lurk in the murky depths.
I recently rewatched Pirates of the Caribbean, so this is interesting to me. Hold on. It's the Kraken.
Sir? What? Man overboard!
Nah, that's the Spirit for sure, man. Look at this thing. Dude, that might actually be the Kraken. Book 2, Spirits. Chapter 1, Rebel Spirit. All right, here we go. Oh, the pro bending's back.
Let's get out there and bend like there's no tomorrow. Are you with me?
It's not Korra and Mako, no. Oh, that's kind of tragic. Yeah, it's not the same. Oh, poor Bolin, man.
Mako when I need him.
Is this the boy? Nice. Oh, that's clean. Oh, a little whip. I see you, Mako.
Looks like you had some car trouble. Good thing the police are here.
Marco's a cop? Hey, I'm about it.
I think these planes are finally ready to ship.
I hate to mention the elephant rhino in the room, but since your father was thrown in prison, no company will work with us.
Ah, that's kind of tragic. Is she trying to take over? That's kind of cool.
I'm going to the South Pole to meet with someone who can help us put future industries back on top.
Interesting. South Pole. Oh, yeah, okay. She looks like she's struggling with it. Must be really tough. But I respect her for still trying to do this. At will? Now, is this a stark contrast to Aang not being able to play games like that as an airbender?
The Avatar state is not to be used as a booster rocket.
Oh, is this what we're doing?
It's the Avatar state, and I'm the Avatar. Who appreciates it more than me?
Clearly, you're still a long way from mastering airbending.
I have mastered airbending. Punch, punch, punch.
Looks pretty good to me.
Oh, is this Boomy?
Is it too late for you to unretire from the United Forces?
From now on, it's 24/7 Boomy time!
This is gonna be fun, man.
Hopefully, our visit to all of the air temples will give you the
Good,
inspiration
this is something I wanted. To see more of the world in this more modern state.
How many lemurs can I have? I want to get tattoos.
Lemurs.
But instead of arrows, I want lightning bolts. That doesn't make any sense. You don't make any sense! Fight! Fight! Fight!
No one's fighting. We're going to have a wonderful time.
We'll see about that.
Finally relax with my family and give Korra the attention she needs.
Great.
She needs
more attention. Before we go on your dad's study trip, we're gonna have some real fun in my hometown at the Glacier Spirits Festival.
Ooh.
And you can't stop me from going to the festival. Mom already invited me.
It's amazing how 2 siblings can be so different.
So I walk up and say, looks like you had some car trouble. Good thing the police are here.
Did you write that?
I had a few others. see. Looks like you guys should put more try in triad. Or when you get to jail, tell them Mako sent you.
That's better.
Ooh, I like that one.
Okay. Beifong says if I keep it up, I can make detective soon.
Oh, good. Does that mean Lin is like back as the chief?
It's like Tenzin's totally forgotten how I beat Amon.
Tenzin's just trying to help you become the best avatar you can be.
Of course you take his side.
I'm not taking his side.
I'm gonna take a walk.
Oh boy. Oh, Kitsara. Who is this?
We missed you, Aunt Kaya.
Oh, this is the other sibling. Oh, fantastic.
Father doesn't bring you to visit nearly enough. He's probably scared I'll beat him up like when we were kids.
I'm not scared of you anymore.
You remember
Oh,
Mako?
Korra's parents.
I hope you're not getting my daughter into any more trouble up in the city.
He's got a scary voice.
Wow, look at all these people that came out to greet us.
No, they came to greet them.
The great chief of the Northern Water Tribe comes to grace us with his presence.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Who are the lovely ladies?
That's Eska and Desna, the chief's children.
Good to see you again, Avatar Korra.
Good to see you too.
Tonrock?
Brother.
Yeah, okay. Yep. And there it is. Homies?
It's a shame the Southerners have abandoned all connections to the spirits, even during the most hallowed times.
Interesting.
Traditions change. It's not the end of the world.
Tell that to the sailors who are being attacked by angry spirits in southern waters.
Yeah. Hey, this is Avatar stuff, man.
It would be my honor to instruct you in the spiritual ways of the Water Tribe.
I wouldn't mind learning about fighting spirits.
Tenzin is Korra's instructor. He can give her all the training she needs.
So you've said.
Some interesting dynamics going on here already.
I'm glad you came with me to this meeting. Varric is one of the richest men in the world, and he controls the entire global shipping business.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Did you see that? Levitation! It was a foot off the ground! Is that incredible or what?
Okay, I think I already see what's going on here.
It looked like you were just sitting on a pillow.
Are you saying I wasn't levitating?
No?
They're all trying to gain his
why didn't
favor,
anyone
right?
tell me? Now I look like an idiot! I like you, kid. You're a real straight shooter, just like me. Miss Sato, he's with you?
Mm-hmm.
Brought your tiger shark with you to do business, huh? Now that's Moxie!
Okay, this has worked out.
Zhu Li, get some tea for my guest.
Zhu Li.
Thank you for meeting with me. Future Industries is looking for a partner to handle our shipping.
Sure, but first, you gotta check out my new venture. Moving pictures. Zhu Li, do the thing.
Do the thing! Is this what you'll be talking about?
You're gonna love this.
Is this like the creation of film?
Now, forget that. That's the past. Shut it off, Zhu Li. Ginger, come over here. Do your poses.
Oh no.
Spectacular.
Bolin.
If we could hammer out a deal.
Stop.
Look me in the eye.
We got a deal.
Dude, I'm like stun locked right now.
We'll hammer out the details at the royal feast tonight. Now,
I like this guy's energy.
A rocket boat ride.
You are a natural assistant.
Let's go! Dude, that was a lot, but I'm here for it, and it was good.
Tribal elders would commune with the spirits. People would watch the brilliant displays of light as spirits danced in the sky.
I've never seen that.
And that is a shame, since the Avatar is the bridge between the material world and the spirits.
That's facts.
I thought I had made it clear that Tenzin is teaching her.
Why does it have to be one or the other, man? Why can't it be both?
It was Tenzin and your father who kept you secluded at the South Pole.
And which is interesting to me
I
still.
ordered the White Lotus to keep me down here.
We all did what we thought was best for you.
Oh.
Who I train with should be my decision, Dad.
There's a lot of working out to do here, I think.
Boomy, don't pick on Tenzin. You know he's always been sensitive.
I'm not
Is Tenzin the middle child by any chance?
I fear the time is fast approaching when the North can no longer stand idly by while our Southern brothers slip into total spiritual decay. I only hope we are not too late.
Interesting. I'm thinking about things already.
Chief Unalak, everybody. Always great to have him in town. Now, Let's have some fun with wacky wushu's dancing otter penguins.
This is the guy. Oh! You want to go penguin sledding? Oh god. Go find someone, Bolin. Oh no, please, please. You already know what's gonna happen.
Wish me luck.
Whee! Good luck.
Hey, I'm Bolin. I'm a friend of Korra's. You're Eska, right? Wow, I am loving these robes.
Hey, yo.
So, you are from the north, right? Cool, that's like, that's like my favorite direction. I think
You amuse me. I will make you mine.
You mean like a boyfriend or like a slave?
Yes. Win me prizes.
Hey, some people like that, Bolin.
Tenzin thinks I'm his prisoner, or one of his kids. I'll never finish training with him in charge.
Oh, and those momos? Stop it.
I mean,
Appa!
you heard what
Oh.
Unalaq said. The South is spiritually unbalanced, and it's the Avatar's job to fix it. But my dad won't even let me think about Unalaq teaching me. What do you think I should do?
I guess you should do what you think is right. I support whatever decision you make.
Oh, thanks. That's a big help. Oh. Just forget it.
There's a lot going on here. There's a lot. What's that, Naga?
Naga, hush.
Spirits?
Quiet, Naga. You wake everyone up. What is that?
Jeez, mate. I ain't seen a spirit like this before. Maybe because it's angered.
Don't got it!
But what we have seen is, I forget the name of it, the one in Avatar that turned out to be the panda, right? It was kind of freaky like this.
Korra!
Oh, Dad can bend? I should have expected that, but it's pretty sick to see. And this thing is making its presence felt.
Spirit, why are you angry with us?
It's really got me thinking already about what's going on here. Oh, it's so cool how she does that, man. Not even in the Avatar state does she stand a chance. Ooh. Hey, this is the guy.
Go in peace.
I'm gonna come up with so many wrong theories about all of this, it's gonna be great.
As your father could tell you, I've spent my life studying
Yeah,
spirits
you can see what they're setting
in
up
many
here.
ways. Only I can give her the training she needs to be a complete avatar.
I've told you that will not happen.
Hey, I'm right here. Anyone want to ask me what I think? You keep me locked up, telling me you know what's best, but both of you were powerless against the spirit attack.
She got a point a little bit.
It's time I had a new teacher.
Oh, poor Tenzin, man.
Unalaq has proven he's the only one who knows what I need to learn. I have to go with him.
But we've come so far together.
I'm sorry, Tenzin. This is as far as we go.
This is a lot, man. I think this is a lot right now.
It has been a pleasure serving you.
Oh, dude, like,
Avatar Korra.
I'm sure this is temporary because I love Tenzin, man. And we've arrived here very quickly, like episode 1.
I think you forgot a couple of things.
Mother, I think I need some time alone with my family right now.
This is your family, Tenzin. You'll be thankful for the time you had with your siblings.
Oh, that hits, Sokka.
Do you think I did the right thing?
I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm not very good at this avatar counseling thing.
That's tough.
Now it is time to put it behind you and begin your new training. I have great plans for you.
The music very subtly shifts there. So look, I'm gonna talk a lot about this one. And keep in mind, there's a very good chance I'm gonna get a lot of this wrong, but this is just gonna be where my head has led me through this episode. Now, I often have a really bad time of understanding when or when to not be suspicious of characters. Now, I'm gonna go through and get everyone's names here to make this a lot easier, and I'm actually gonna write them down as well. All right, so Tonraq, Korra's father, is the chief of the South, and Unalaq is the chief of the North. Now, they've already put this very obvious difference in, I guess, cultures between the North and the South. The North is still very heavily focused on the spiritual side of things, and the South, in its own way, is kind of progressing a little bit, like with the world in terms of becoming more modern, with the festival and whatnot. But even in the last Airbender, the North and South were very different. Obviously, very different times. There was a war going on. The South was pretty much that one little village. There wasn't really much going on there. And the North was obviously a massive production, a massive fortress against the Fire Nation. Things are obviously very different now. So the episode leads you to believe that because the South is becoming less and less in touch with the spirits and all of that, paying homage to that, I guess, that the spirits are becoming angry and attacking. Now, the reason I say the show leads you to believe that is because we don't have, I guess, like concrete evidence that that's what's happening. And the scene at the start of the episode, look, I could just be wrong, and it's literally just showing you like this is exactly what's happening. The South is getting out of touch with the spirits, and the spirits are getting angry. Like, we're not doing what we need to do to keep the spirits happy, I guess, or the connection with the spirits and the world in check. But the thing that makes me really uncertain about all of this is that obviously there's a bit of an issue between Unalaq and Tonraq, right? The two brothers. Like, there was an undertone over Unalaq, like as soon as he pulled up in his big fancy ship as well. That's really interesting. But it also begs the question as to why the South have become so out of touch with the spirits. Maybe it's simply just, you know, the world is advancing, so we're moving away from that kind of thing. But the issue I'm having is that why does it have to be Tenzin or Unalaq? Why can't it be a mixture of both? Unalaq is saying he's the only one that can teach Korra what she needs to know about the spirits and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I think he could probably do a lot of good for Korra. Now, let's say he's just strictly a good guy, which he very well could be. Look, I probably don't have too much of a reason to suspect he might not be, but he's shown that he can deal, you know, with these spirits that are supposedly angry. But part of me is really thinking that he's done this on purpose. I don't know, like, has he made the spirit this way? That's why he was the only one that could like cleanse it, I guess. But look, like I said, it could just be exactly what happened on the screen. There was an angry spirit, he quelled it, and it was good. Like, it was a good thing. But part of me is like, maybe he did that to kind of show Korra that he's the guy. It's just this dynamic between the adults just seems so childish. Like, it has to be one or the other. It can't be a mixture of both. Like, obviously Tenzin is trying to do this big family trip to all the air temples, bring Korra along once again. That would do a lot of good for Korra as well. Like Tenzin was saying, she's mastered Korra style airbending, not traditional like airbending, right? Don't get me wrong, she could probably get by just fine as a fully realized avatar with her Korra style airbending, but it would help her a lot as well to go and learn, you know, traditional airbending as well, connect with the air temples, maybe Aang and the past spirits. And I'm not going to ignore the big theme of this for Korra being she should be able to make her own decisions, right? And something that was interesting to me was when Korra's father says, look, we all did what we thought was best for Korra, which was, you know, sheltering her. We thought it was just Aang's decision to tell the White Lotus to keep Korra hidden, but it seems like Tenzin and her father had a big part to play in that as well. I feel like I understood that Tenzin would have wanted that. That seems very in his character, but there was definitely some emphasis on that. And poor Korra, like, she's unlocked the avatar state. She can now airbend. She dealt with Amon. It's been 6 months and she's still like being held back, I guess. But at the same time, you can see that Korra still has a lot of room to grow up as well and kind of realize how to act in these situations. Like, hear everyone out. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Like, she'll leave Tenzin just like that to go with this guy. But this guy has shown Korra, and he's Water Tribe as well, that's got to be something for Korra, that he can do these things with the spirits. And Korra was interested about, and very specifically she said, I would love to learn how to fight spirits, not necessarily learn about the spirits. Like, I think that's very in character for Korra as well. It's nice to see Korra and Mako together, but you can see like Marco's just trying to be supportive. Like, he might not have a whole lot to say about this whole avatar spirit spirit stuff, and I can't really blame him, to be honest. It might just be something that's a bit out of his depth. But you can see Korra's still a bit unsure about what she needs to do, and she's kind of looking to Mako to be that decision maker for her just a little bit. Even at the end when she's looking for affirmation, like, did she make the right choice? And Mako just doesn't know. So you can kind of fault almost everyone a little bit here. Like Tenzin, her father, Unalaq, even Korra and Mako, but it's just the adults for me. Like, I think we can handle this situation a little bit more maturely. And there's also some good family connections going on, like with the whole Katara, Tenzin, the rest of the siblings, that whole family, plus Unalaq and Tonrak. I'm going to keep forgetting his name. So family dynamics are already being present as well. I don't know. I'm just really suspicious. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, this guy's just pulled up. The South, you know, don't really have that much of a good vibe about him, but maybe it's because he really and he did say, I think, that he was ready just to pull away completely from the South if they continue to go this way, which I think makes sense. Like, Avatar's very much focused on the spiritual side of things. Like they've said, the Avatar is the bridge between worlds. It's just interesting that there's a lot going on, that there's a lot that's going to happen. Like, season 1, the story was written really well. Like, they planted a lot of seeds earlier and it was paced really well. Look, I know people have said season 2 is not as good, but season 1 has me thinking this way, like, damn, like, how deep is this story going to go? Like, what's really going on here? I think it would be a little bit crazy for the Chief of the North to be doing this to push his own agenda, you know, to try and get Korra to come with him. It really would be wild if he's orchestrating this spirit thing. Like, I really could be jumping the gun. Like, I'm going to keep saying it, and I hope that hasn't, like, tarnished this discussion that much. I'm still trying to pick up on all the themes and everything that's going on. And speaking of all the other things, there were some really cool little things in this episode as well, like the little nod to Aang, Momo, and Appa in that one game. Bolin and which one? Esker? Even Desna as well. They seem like very interesting characters. I think they're characters I'm going to want to see more of, because they might make things really interesting. But she's a little bit of a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Bolin wants this kind of situation, but we're going to see. And Asami as well. I completely forgot about all of this. So Asami even taking Bolin with her, I think was really cool. You have to have the thought at the end of season 1, like Mako ends up with Korra, you know, you think Bolin and Asami. I don't really see anything happening with that. It's just something that of course pops in your head. But I'm glad that she took Bolin and it really worked out. Who was this guy's name? I need to get his name again. Varric, one of the richest men in the world. This guy needs to stay in the show. He's hilarious. It took me a while to get a good read on him. Like, I was like, what's going on? But he was great, and he's taken a liking to Bolin straight away. And it seems like that situation was, you know, this man was like teaching him how to, you know, meditate. Everyone's trying to get on his good side, right? Trying to get some money from him. And everyone's like, yes, you're levitating. Yeah, they were trying to big him up. And Bolin, who was instructed not to say anything, has immediately said, bro, what are you doing? You're not even floating. And that's what has led to this whole situation working out. Now, y'all keep saying in the comments, like the thing. Like, is this the thing y'all are talking about? Because I just say he doing the thing all the time. That's just something that I say. But is this the thing? Is this the guy, Varric? Because I want to see more of that. Like he's funny. It looks like he's trying to like make movies. I don't want to talk about like what type of movies he's potentially trying to make, but he seems like the guy. And he's approved Asami's, you know, situation. She's trying to keep the business going. Must be tough because it would obviously remind her of her father, but she's doing a pretty cool thing. I respect it. I'm just glad Asami is still in the show. She has some good direction. That's good. But yeah, we'll have to see. I hope that wasn't too difficult to listen to. Like I said, if I'm just wrong about being suspicious about a lot of this, then you know it is what it is. This is just how I've interpreted this first episode. There's just a lot going on. But we'll see. I imagine we're going to do a lot of jumping around between all of the different circumstances. Like if Korra ends up going to the north. But this is something I'm happy about because I wanted to see a lot more of the world like in this day and age. So we might get to see what the north is looking like now. We might get to see Tenzin and his family going off to all the other air temples. I'd love to see that too. And then what's going to happen with, you know, Asami, Bolin? Are they going to stay? Are they going to go? Is Mako going to go with Korra? I imagine. So it seems like Mako is a cop actually though in Republic City working under Lin, which is really cool. So maybe he has to say, maybe we all get split up, but I'm sure this is only a temporary thing. It is only 14 episodes this season, so it's all going to happen at some point really quickly. But I think I'm going to leave this one here and go straight into episode 2 because I think that's really going to help me clear up a lot of these thoughts that I'm having. Overall, whatever's going on, I'm glad we're spending more time with the spirit kind of stuff because that's something I thought was missing from season 1. Even though that was only just 12 standalone episodes, that's what it was meant to be. I really enjoyed the presence of the spiritual side of things in The Last Airbender, so I'm glad we're at least bringing that back. And And that was something that I want to see more of with Korra as well, because there was lots of emphasis in season 1 on Korra's lack of, you know, spiritual connection, which she did manage to resolve. It's just not something we saw really a lot of the details of like how she resolved it. Obviously she made that connection with Aang, there was the meditating and all that, obviously that really cool scene in the finale, but I want to see a little bit more of the journey. We'll see, I might get that, I might not. Either way, I'm going to go straight into the next episode now. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next episode.